The Japanese government has launched a public awareness campaign against racism and hate speech toward minority groups in the country. Since last week, the Ministry of Justice has been distributing posters and information leaflets throughout the country. Seminars will also be held in schools and companies. Nationalistic demonstrations targeting ethnic Koreans and other minorities have escalated over the past year, as the country's diplomatic relation with its Asian neighbors have chilled. However, many anti-hate speech campaigners and local governments say stronger legislation is needed, and they have asked the national government to take action.
In recent years, Japan has seen an increase in hate speech demonstrations against Korean residents living in Japan. Demonstrations not only targeted Korean communities, but elementary schools shouting words like, "You are children of spies and you smell," which brought outrage to Korean and Japanese residents alike.
Putting aside that it is a shameful racialist act, they're just children. Disturbing the classes, scaring them is unacceptable. These people are an embarrassment to Japan.
UN Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination called the Japanese government to take legal steps to stamp out these hate speeches. In some areas, these hate speech demonstrations are getting out of hand, and local assemblies passed resolutions demanding the central government to develop an anti-speech act. In December alone, 12 local assemblies adopted similar regulations, while the Supreme Court ruling recognized that hate speech constitutes racial discrimination.
I think it is the byproduct of Prime Minister Abe's move to review the historical issues. It is so wrong.
In response to mounting demands to develop anti-hate speech act, the Justice Ministry distributed 16,000 copies of these Stop Hate Speech posters to various local governments. But it still seems a long way until such legal act will be in place, as some in the Justice Ministry are still cautious in adopting such act. Although Justice Minister Yoko Kamikawa said these acts instigate public hatred and she believes that they are a serious problem, Kamikawa said Japan must protect freedom of speech. Local governments are calling for active debate in the Japanese Diet, as hate speech-fueled activities increase risks of destroying Japan's credibility in the international community. Terence Teoshima, CCTV, Tokyo.